If you are a business owner or resident of UAE and you are not sure if you will be taxed next year when the government of UAE is going to implement corporate taxes from 1st June 2023, this video is for you. We will tell you in this video who is going to be taxed and who is not going to be taxed under the corporate tax regime going to be implemented next year. So stay tuned. Hello and welcome to your YouTube channel Money Matters by Finaction UAE. At this channel, we will discuss topics of interest for the business owners in UAE. Whether you are a bakala or cafeteria or you own a group of companies with businesses inside and outside UAE, there is something for everyone in this group. We discuss topics like value-added taxes, corporate taxes, business management, financial management, accounting and bookkeeping. So if you are interested in these topics and want to grow your business on solid foundations, subscribe to this channel to get regular updates. Feel free to like and share this video or reach out to us for more updates. Okay, so let's start. First, we need to segregate between a natural person and a legal person. So all human beings, all individuals are natural persons. Whereas a legal person is an entity which is created by virtue of some law. So if you create an LLC under certain statutes and laws, if you create a shareholding company, if you create a limited partnership, all of these are legal persons. So a natural person that drives its income from employment, that drives its income from rental or from investment like interest, dividend, capital gain, these sources of income are not taxed for the natural person. But legal person, which are like LLCs, shareholding companies, whether public or private, or limited partnerships, these are the entities which are under the purview of corporate taxes. So generally, the income derived by these entities is going to be taxed. Now, an individual, which is a natural person, besides employment, rental and investment, can also earn income from business. So if you are a sole establishment or if you are an unincorporated partnership, you do drive a business income as an individual, not as a legal person, but as a natural person. So your income, which is derived as a sole establishment or as a partnership or as an LLC or as a public or private shareholding company, is under the purview of corporate taxes. And with certain exceptions, you will have to pay corporate tax on income derived from these businesses. So I believe the easiest way to learn is that the key criteria for being under purview of corporate taxes is if you are earning an income through an activity that requires some kind of license, some kind of permit, some kind of trade license or commercial license, then that would mean that income is going to be taxed under corporate tax laws. Okay, now that we understood basics, that what is the difference between natural and legal person, and like legal person is being taxed under corporate tax and there's some business income by a natural person which is also being taxed under the corporate tax, we can move into slightly higher or advanced topics. So one important thing to consider is that even if a legal entity is not incorporated in UAE, which is, for example, the company would have been formed in Cayman Island or Canada or US or anywhere else. But if that company has its effective management and control in UAE, that will also be under the purview of UAE corporate taxes. There is, however, a provision that if that company is also paying tax in another territory, another jurisdiction, so that can be adjusted in different ways, but that company does fall under purview. So if you are not incorporated, you are free from taxes. That's not the case. As long as the effective control and management of that company is in UAE, that will fall under the corporate tax law for the UAE. Another important concept to know is the transparent nature of some entities. For example, your unincorporated partnerships. So by being a transparent nature means they are flow-through entities and the partnership itself will not be taxed, but individual partners of those partnerships will be taxed for their partnership income based on the proportion of their shareholding or based on the proportion of the way they divide their profits. So a partnership is not going to be taxed, but that income is going to be taxed in the hands of respective partners. So that is another important concept we need to remember. There are few other type of entities that we have not discussed in this videos because I think they are not really relevant to the general audience, is like businesses who are into natural resources. they have a totally different agreement and different way to be taxed. Likewise, government entities, likewise public charities, they have different laws that when and how they would be taxed or not taxed. But I think most of the audience would not feel it relevant for them, so we are not discussing in this chapter. However, a very important part, which, or you might have that question already in your mind, that okay, when I created a company in a free zone, I was told that I will not be taxed, there would be a tax holiday. So what does it mean for me? Would I have to pay corporate taxes or I would not have to pay corporate taxes? So free zone is itself a very important and a very comprehensive subject that we need to discuss separately. So that would be discussed in the next video. So till such time, stay tuned, subscribe to the channel so that you can get regular updates, and feel free to like and share this video to other people. Thank you.